you so much, Pradeep ji and Ashwini ji and the team for giving me this opportunity to share my views on this reference management software, and I will go also with the live demonstration. So before I start, I would like to congratulate the team for organizing this 7 days faculty development program on research methodology, bibliometric analysis, and data analysis using R. And as we know, a lot of hard work is involved for whenever we organize such a academic event. So we also expect from our participants, to focus on this. So when this event is over, they can contribute to their respective institutions or society by this. So what I will do is I have a small PPT presentation. So first I will do a small PPT presentation for 20 minutes, and then I'll give a live demo on Jotero and Mendeley and EndNote. Now I'm going to start my PPT presentation. I'll off my video to have a more better clarity on my audio. So I'm going to share my PPT. Uh, just a second. You need to confirm is my PPT is visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, thank you so much. So as I said, uh, today topic is a very important topic, reference management tools. Why it is important? Because we consider this as a research support tool and methodology, bibliometric analysis, data analysis. So this reference management tools, once we learn this technique, what is the advantage? Being a research scholar, we can save a lot of time, because being a research scholar, your time is very precious. You get a scholarship of 5 years, so you need not spend your time on such a repetitive things. So that is the advantage of this reference management tools. And if you are a faculty member, that case also this is very important to learn, because being a faculty, you need to publish a lot many research articles. You need to write references in the last, and you need to organize the references in your manuscript based on the publisher's instruction, because we know every publisher is having their own publishing, their citation style. So it is very difficult to learn manually any citation style, or need to change citation style again and again. So this is how I'm going to take a brief presentation about reference management tools. So as we know, as I said, if research scholar has found struggling to format a bibliography, then he has to learn a tool where he can focus really on research, because large amount of data to handle a research scholar is already a big task. So there, this software will definitely help them to take the things easier. I'll give an example. For example, this is a one. If you see in the last, there are references, right? So you will see whether these references are in APA style, MLA style, or as per the publisher request. If suppose there are 3-4 references in the last, though you can manually you can do it, but suppose there are 50 references in your article, right? At that case, suppose you submit a paper to say Wiley platform and it get rejected, and now there you are going to submit to the elsewhere or Oxford University Press or any other publisher. So you have to change this style manually as per their requirement. To avoid this manual working, we need to learn about this reference management software, right? So first we need to we'll discuss about few terminology. Like first is, when I says here references, first you have to see what is reference. So in academics or scholarship, a reference or bibliographical reference is a piece of information provided in a footnote or bibliography, such as book, article. Mainly it is articles which were used in the creation of that text. So I have gone through 15, 20, 25 articles, right? We do literature search. We go through many articles. So those paper we need to list out. So that is called a reference. When we are going to refer something, that is called a reference. And this whole process of academic writing, that is called referencing. So this we need to be very clear about what is reference, what is referencing, to avoid any academic conflict, in coming time with the co-authors or with the publisher or with the institution. So that case, we need to learn about this referencing system. Now there is a one more important, that is a citation. You must have heard about lot many things about H index, impact factors, IGN factors, so many ranking. So, and then open access publishing, they all are related to the citation, because citation is very, very important. How to, I take even dedicated article on this, like how to increase the citations on your publication. What happened generally, we write in one manuscript, we publish it, and then we start working on the second manuscript. I would say no. Once you publish your article, you need to spend some time publicize your research to increase the visibility of your research. And for that, what you need to do is you need to, put your research on various social media platform like Twitter. You can retweet, you can tweet again and again, then, Facebook, and then there are various other like Publish or Paris, and then, Impact, Story, Kudos. So many platform you need to upload, your this research paper like Google Scholar. You also add on your ORCID ID. ORCID ID, I think everybody knows, it is like a Aadhaar ID of any researcher. You must have a ORCID ID. You can call ORCID ID, somebody call ORCID ID or ORC ID, whatever you call. But you should have a ORC ID. What is the advantage? You must be knowing about, Web of Science or Scopus. So if even you put your ORCID ID, you can see your publications or Web of Science or Scopus, because they also harvest data by using the ORCID ID. So that is also very, very important. You should have ORCID ID. You should have a Google Scholar researcher ID. So if you have any question related to this, keep your questions ready. End of this session, I'll be happy to answer. So coming back to citation, as I say, citation is a reference to the source of information. Citation is a reference to the source of information which we have used in our research manuscript. Correct? Research manuscript ne hame jo bhi source of information, whatever we have used, that reference is called citation. So that's why you must heard about self citation, right? Like whatever, even I have published a paper like brief history of, say like Bhopal, right? Now I'm going to write a paper on brief history of Madhya Pradesh. So I cannot just, since it was my paper, so Bhopal part I can just copy paste. No, I had to say quote unquote, and I had to cite my reference. Then only I can do it. Otherwise, I am not allowed to even take the matter from my own paper, right? So that is very, very important. That is called a self citation. So direct quotation should be surrounded by quote and unquote, as I says, and this software, any plagiarism software will not consider as a similarity, because you are not taking a credit. You will make quote unquote and then you will mention the author name. Like for example, Misra Kama 2020. So this is how, we can do it. Paraphrasing and summarizing involving rewarding an essential idea from someone else's work, usually in either condense the point or make it better fit for your writing style. Otherwise, what will happen if you don't cite, in future somebody may take objection and then we may in the trouble. Especially, when we take any photographs or any image or graph, we should cite it properly. If you do not know the source, go to the Google Photomar, there you can identify. Or if you know any image from any published paper, then you need to take a permission from that particular publisher about taking that graph or image. Am I audible, Mr. Sir? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now talking to citation styles. See, when we talk about citation styles, means how we are writing the citations, as I shown in one of my slides, right? when you write the, references in the last, so that how, so there are many styles like Modern Language Association, American Psychological Association, or nowadays every publisher is having their own style. If you take the example of IEEE, every journal is having their own style. So we cannot, remember all those styles. So that is the reason we are going to learn about how to make a use of reference management tools or reference management softwares. So how do I choose the citation style? So I would say in case of PhD thesis, when you're going to write a manuscript, you follow the citation style of the, final college or institution. But in case of the manuscript you are going to publish in any journal, that case you need to follow the citation style by the particular that journal or publisher. Okay. Now
slides are not seen.
So
slides were not moving. So slides were not moving.
Still you are on the first slide?
First. Yeah, sir.
Oh, okay. Now let me close. Oh, okay, just a second. Thank you for telling. Yeah. So this is how you need to tell. This is the one of the drawback of online system, that you are not aware what is going on. So okay, just a second. Now let me see which slide is visible.
Yes, citation.
Okay, now let me go to the home. Now this home slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is introduction.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. So what I will do, I'll quickly revise and then I will also share the PPT with the host. So I think they all can share. So I talked about this introduction, right? Is this visible? This slide?
Yes, sir.
So here I talked about like this is the manuscript, and when you see in the last references, right?
Yes.
So I talked about how to write these references, right? And then I talked about reference. This slide is visible about reference?
Yes, sir. Up to here we have seen.
Yeah. Up to here it was okay. How about this, ma'am? Referencing?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Now
it is clear. Yes. Big thank you for telling us. So this where I discussed about reference, referencing, citation, right? Citation styles. Now, this is the citation style I'm going to talk about. APA. Is this visible, ma'am? APA, the citation style?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay. So I think now issue has been resolved. Thank you so much. So I think I just quickly revised. So I think what we are doing. We are learning about about reference management tools. So first I'm going to show a few slides. Then I'll take you to a live demonstration about how to make a use of those online version, desktop version, and how to insert references in the Word file. So now coming to citation style, if you see APA, they have a different style, like author will come first, right? Then year, then title. This is how it goes. If you see about the MLA, they have a different style. First author will come, then title, and then this title of the content, and then volume number, page, year, page number. Then this is all about IEEE. IEEE, it will show here the numeric figure, right? Now, what is bibliography? So we learn about reference, referencing, citation styles, and now bibliography. So bibliography is a list of all the sources you have used, whether reference or not. Whatever, though you are not taking any matter, but you have gone through, just like a literature search. So whatever you have gone through, though it is relevant or not, but it was in the same area. So that is a bibliography. Here, bibliography should include author name, title of the works, name and location of the companies, date of your copies you are published, publication years, and pagination details. Now coming to reference management system. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Visible reference management system?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So now I'm coming to my main topic, that is a reference management system. It is very clear from the name that how we are going to manage the references. So we are going to use such a system where reference can be managed. So why we need reference management system? Because this system once we learn, it will save our time. So we can focus, we can give our more time on our research, right? Because we know that nowadays quality is more important, because our research is going to be on the public domain, and especially in case of PhD thesis, it is going to on Sodh Ganga. If it is a your article in any open access journal, then it will be visible to everybody, right? And once you publish something and there is something wrong, then you will be you will be in trouble anytime. So we need to be very particular. We need to try everything. We need to see everything before it get published. So till manuscript is published, it is called similarity when we check in the software. Once it is published, that similarity will called as a plagiarism, right? Anyhow, that is a different topic. So reference management system will help to easily store bibliographic information, discover new articles, share references with the peers, find out who is reading, who is that also it will show, right? And you can import and store, means you can take the backup. Okay. So these are the advantage of reference management tools. We can collect, we need to, we can collect references, we can organize, we can insert, and we can create bibliographies. Okay. I hope it is clear till here. Now, what is the issue with the important references? Sometimes you will see that, one of the so that you need not worry. You will see everything in other references are in normal. One reference is in all caps, but that is actually generated by the author. So you should not make any changes. Keep as it is. Okay. This is one advice from my side. These are the various reference management tools. So I'll talk about first about Zotero. So Zotero, Zotero, Zotero.org. It is a free. I'm going to talk about two open source software, Zotero and Mendeley. And final one, EndNote, it is, with the Web of Science. So Zotero is a free and open source reference management software to manage bibliographies, data, and related research materials. Once you, go to the Google, say Zotero, you will get two options, login and download. Login is there to open the online version. If you already have an account, you can log in. If you do not have a credential, you can create a new one. Then you need to download the desktop version. So in case of this software, whether it is Zotero or Mendeley, you need to have a two version, online version. Online version, you need to just type Zotero.org, create your online details. Then you download this Zotero. You need to also download the, extension for this at Chrome, correct? We call connector. So that will, connect you in the MS Word file. So you got it, I think. You need to log in Zotero.org. You need to log in. You need to create credentials. Okay, once you are done, you download Zotero. And there also you need to log in with this same details, and then you synchronize. Okay, there is a synchronize button. I will show you. As you can see here, one green button. So once you synchronize, all your folders, all references will automatically come to the extra version, right? Because whatever reference we are going to take in MS Word. Okay, so once you go to Zotero, you need to download version, and then here you can install the Chrome connector. I'll show you. So this is the desktop version of Zotero. This is the synchronize button. I hope you all can see right side. There is a small green color, So this is, once you click here, it will automatically synchronize. If some cases, suppose it is asking for login password. So that case, you will give the same login password which you have created for the online version of Zotero. Right? I hope I'm clear. Then Zotero. Now, suppose once you install Zotero, automatically it will come here in the MS Word. Right? One option will come Zotero. If you do not see this Zotero, you restart your machine. And then you will see this Zotero or Mendeley. Zotero comes here, Mendeley will come under references. Right? So this is how. So now, for example, Zotero will give the space of 300 MB. Now I'm talking about EndNote. EndNote is not an open source software. it comes along with the Web of Science. So those who have Web of Science can only see this and make a use of EndNotes. Okay. So I'll not much focus about EndNote, but this is like Web of Science. When you go their site, you will see the EndNote. Once you click on EndNote, you will get this option where you can find from internet, you can store, and then you can create references. Okay. Here also EndNote. You should have a desktop version. Okay. Now coming to Mendeley. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
So, meantime, if you have any questions, please keep ready. Now coming to Mendeley. So I talked about Jotero. Now coming about Mendeley. Let me tell you, both are same. You can even call it twins. Their nature of working is same. Okay. Like I talked about Jotero, you need to open the site. Then, once you open, it will ask you to log in. You can create online details. Then you need to download the desktop version and exe file. Then you double click, it will install. Then you need to download the Chrome connector. That's it. Then what will happen? Jotero will automatically will start seeing in the Word file. If it is not visible, you restart the machine. Now coming to Mendeley. Mendeley is also a company. It is based in London, which provide product and services for academic researches. Only the problem with Mendeley is it is now owned by elsewhere publisher, right? Now what happened when these commercial publisher they start uh, start capturing, or you may say, or taking over these such softwares, they start limiting the feature. Like those who are using Mendeley, I'm sure they will agree with me. Earlier Mendeley has many good features, but the day elsewhere took over, slowly they are putting lot of restrictions over Mendeley. So that is the reason now I recommend people to use Jotero, not Mendeley. But now here I'll discuss about Mendeley also. So Mendeley, what will happen here? This is the site of Mendeley. You can see here, you can download. You go to the Google, just say Mendeley, Mendley. So Mendeley, you can see sign in for the online version. If you don't have an account, you create account. Then you can see here there is also desktop version. So you can also install the desktop version of Mendeley. So by email ID you can log in, and then once you log in here, you need to download the desktop version. So go to the Google, or you can say download Mendeley. Once here you can download Mendeley, and this is the desktop version of Mendeley. Here also you need to synchronize by this button. So first time when you using the desktop version, once you say synchronize, it will ask you for the login password. Login password will be the same as your online version. Okay. Same login password you need to give. So you need to remember your password, and same credential you need to give, because the Word file data will be taken from here only. Okay. This is the Word file. Once you see under references, you will see open Mendeley. And after Mendeley, like for example, now this is the doc file. This is the 3 paragraphs in your paper. So end of this paragraph, you go to the Mendeley. They say insert citation. I hope you can see there is an option insert citation. Once you insert, you search which of the article you want to connect. But let me tell you, first, you all need to collect those references from Google Scholar or internet somewhere, anywhere, and you need to put in one of the folder. Whatever references you want to insert here, first you need to put in your online library. Okay. Once you put in online library in particular folder, once you synchronize the desktop version, all your references will come to the desktop version, and then you can insert here and you can upload. So for example, I have references 3 paper here, and when I click after references, nothing is there. When I click here, insert bibliography, right? Can you see here? Insert bibliography. The moment I click here, all these references will come here. Now, can somebody tell me these references are in which style in this screenshot? Anybody? Anyone?
APIs.
No, see correctly here.
API.
Which is the style?
APA. Nature.
Nature, yes. See, APA were earlier, but here I am talking about these are in the nature. Okay. Once I click here and select any other style, automatically these references will change in that style. Now, what is the advantage? Somebody will tell me, oh, there are all into it. Why to learn software? But suppose there are 150 references, or say 60 references, even 40 references. Why we should waste our time in doing manually? And if you do manually, there are chances of mistake, correct? So we need to be use, this information. And once only we need to, whatever you are going to connect here in this word file, references we are going to, suppose we know this paper is from Deshpande, this is from Deshpande Madam paper, this is from Mr. Sahu, this is from Vijay Rai. So that case, we need to have those references in our online, in our Mendeley library. Once we download from Google Scholar or anywhere or manually also you can do, then it will be, you can connect over here, right? So this is how, once you go here in the desktop version of citation style, you can change any of the style of these references. And if you wish, you can create your own style also. So this is a small comparison. So what we do actually here before moving to hand-on session, we keep organizing these orientation classes, Jotero, how to use Mendeley, how to use various other softwares, because this is very, very important, to create awareness. We also take classes about other software like Turnitin, Web of Science, Grammarly, Scopus, what is H-index, what is impact factors, all those methodology about this. So now coming to the last slide of my presentation, then I'll move to the this online demo. That if you learn this reference management software, this will, you will feel confident, and then you can teach others. Number one. Number two, you will have a more clarity. There are less chances of rejection of your paper if things are in order. Third, your faculty member will be very happy if you know this software, how to use Jotero or Mendeley, right? And number four, it will give more clarity of your papers, and this is how you can make your research more meaningful. So now what I will do, I'll give a live demo of to use these softwares. So first let me talk about the Mendeley. Can you see this Mendeley?
No, sir.
No, sir, not yet.
Okay,
Sir.
okay, just a second. Yeah, just a second. I think now you all can see Mendeley, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what I will do now, I'm going to log out. Now what I will do, Mendeley.com, right? Or if I say I go to the Google, okay. And what I will say here in Google, Mendeley, okay, Mendeley. Once you say Mendeley, it will come Mendeley.com. Okay, I am clear up to here. So you all have to type Mendeley.com. So you will see now sign in version for online version. Okay, and there also be a link for desktop version. Okay, so if you want to create an account, create a free account or create an account. If you want to download desktop version, you can click here. So if you wish, you can also first you sign in and you create an account for you, then you can also download the desktop version. So if you download here, what will happen? This exe file will start downloading for Windows. Okay, so it will start downloading the file. Okay, Mendeley.com. But first I'm going to show you the online version of this Mendeley. So once you click on the online, you need to give your email ID and then password and then sign in. So this will, once you click on the library, you can see the online library of your Mendeley. Right? I hope you all can see. Right? Any other reference, if you want to add it, you can add it. Suppose you click here, then you can make a information over here. Suppose there is no author is missing, or you want to add the co-author, just say Pathak, SK. Okay. So what you see, it will come here. So these are the references. But if you want to make any changes, you can make it. Other thing, if you want to add anything manually here, that also you can do. Right? You have to say add enter, add new, and then add enter manually. Why you need manually? Because if you want to cite your project work, but it is not available somewhere published. So unpublished information also you can add here, or you can give a reference. Okay. Number one. Number two, you will see I have created many folders. Now, what is the advantage of these folders? Anyone, can you tell me what is the advantage of creating folders?
So that when we make that reference list, we can simply select that
Yes,
specific folder and.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Suppose, say, for example, I'm writing a paper on fluid dynamics, and I need to start collecting the paper. So what I will do, I'll create a folder of fluid dynamics. Otherwise, if you download, suppose you're working parallelly on 2-3 topics. Suppose you are a faculty member and you have 5 students and they are working on different problems. So you need to create a different folders, right? Or you are a student, you're parallelly working on 2 different topics. So you go there and then you add a new collection. So suppose, for example, say I am working on, say like, crystallography. Okay. So I will say here crystallography. So crystallography, this, okay, this folder will come here. So suppose when I want to download any articles related to the crystallography, they all will come here. So suppose, for example, I go to the Google Scholar. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Right? Can you see now Google Scholar site?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So suppose I say crystallography, suppose say crystallography, say like so say like crystallography, there are a few articles I want to add there, okay, in my Mendeley. So what I had to do, I had to go here, and then I had to, can you see here? I had to see here Mendeley. If I say Mendeley here, okay, it will show me the folders of Mendeley. Okay, it is taking some time.
Sir, kindly repeat how to make the folder.
Yeah, just a second. So first you have to log in. Am I correct? For the Mendeley
Yes,
site.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Once ma'am, you come down like this site collections, right?
Okay.
You come down. There will be written new collection. Can you see here? It is written new
Yeah.
collection.
Yes,
So you
yes,
need
I
to
can see
click
new
here.
collection.
You need to click here, and you say like, "Hello Bhopal," for example. Okay. The moment you type and come out, automatically you will see somewhere it is Hello Bhopal is there. Right?
Okay.
So this is how you can do it. Okay. Once you refresh, it will come over here. Okay. So this is how you can, generate any new folder. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And this is like I have shown one more add new here. So suppose you want to add anything new manually. So here, you can create, for example, you want to add something, any reference, you can add that reference manually. If it is journal article, report, patent, right? If somebody asks me why we need to add manually, I clearly told you that whenever, you have a new, you have a like project work which is not published. So any unpublished work you can add manually. Okay. Okay. So
sir,
now,
sir, I just made a folder, but from where I have to refresh to see that the collections name I have already
you just
named
say
a
right
folder.
click and reload. Right click and
Where, sir?
reload, ma'am.
Okay,
Right click
right
and
click.
reload.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. It also depend on your, the speed of this thing. Okay. See, like I said, test 55 has come. So you need to ma'am enter also. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir. Enter also.
Just like I say hello Manly. Okay, and you say enter. So once you say enter, it will come over here. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. See now it has come hello Manly, right?
Okay, sir.
And one more advantage, suppose nothing is here. If you want to move any folder also, suppose these are the references, say like, okay, suppose this says this references manually I want to put in hello Mendeley. So I'll just drag and drop. So once you see this reference is here, am I right? Can you see this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you can drop also any references, from here to any particular folder. Number one, suppose you feel, oh, it was not correct. So you just select. The moment you select, you will get an option to delete. Okay, you can delete also. There is an option you can export also. Now, what is the advantage of export? Many places you will see, they'll ask you to upload the references file. It is very rare, but somewhere they ask, or some article you are searching, there it will option will come to, download the citation style or download the this version like this EndNote file XML or Bibliometric file. Okay, so you need not go in detail. This you will learn, while doing the things. I hope I am clear to here. Suppose if I delete here, these references will go from here. Okay. So now see, it is also automatically synchronizing. So this was all about the online version. Now I'm going to talk about the desktop version of Mendeley. Okay. So online version, I just said when I open mendeley.com and then you log in, it will come and online you can. Okay. Now let me show you before going to desktop version how to take references, from the any online site. For example, uh, uh, for example, DOAJ or any other site. So I'll say Google Scholar. I will search something, say about, for example, data science, or say like Internet of Things and IoT references. Okay. Now what I will do, I want to put these references there. So if I go to Mendeley and then this library will come. It's taking some time. So this will come over here. So what is advantage? It will show you the folders or whatever folders it is. We have to select, and that folder we have to save these references. Am I clear? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what I'm telling, you have to create this, these connectors. As you can see here, you can see connectors for Mendeley and Zotero. So whichever software you want to put, you need to select and you need to put your references. So I'm first showing you the Mendeley, then I'll come to the Zotero. So speed is slow. So I'll show you later. Okay, this I'm showing the view library. So it will take you there. Whenever it will come, I'll come here. Okay, I'll show you when it is up. So meantime, I'll show you about EndNote. So EndNote, see, EndNote comes with the Web of Science. Okay, a Web of Science, I think a few of you must be knowing, it is a citation database like Scopus. So EndNote and this Web of Science, there is a feature EndNote. If you go to product, there is a feature EndNote. So once you come to the EndNote, you can see there is a collect, organize. So when you say collect, you need to collect references from internet. Then you can organize folder wise, and then you can make a use. So EndNote also there is a desktop version where you can insert in your bibliography file. Okay. Now let me check with the Mendeley what happened. Still is taking time. Okay. So what I will do meantime, I'll come to the Zotero. Okay. If you wish, I will repeat you later. So Zotero also, what is the site? Zotero.org. What is the site? Zotero.org. Am I clear? So if you go to the Google and just say Zotero, I log out from here. Now I'll say Zotero.org login. If you do not have an account, you register for a free account. Okay. And once you are registered, you say login to the Zotero. So Zotero will also show you the online library, web library. This is the web library. Okay. Is it clear? Up suppose you will see here also, many folders. Like, so first you need to create a folder, right? So if you see my library, there is a plus sign. Can you see the plus sign? Can you see this plus sign?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here you need to add collection. So if you say add collection, for example, hello IIT KGP, right? So if you see this folder name will come here. Okay, it has come. So suppose there is no this references, Malo, I want to put in, so I can put one option is there. I can put from other folder. Second option, I can do it from the other like Google Scholar or DOAJ. How many you people have heard about DOAJ? Can you raise your hand online? Okay. If I say data mining, okay, suppose I'm working on data mining and these are the few references. Now I want to take few of these references in my Zotero library. So what I will do, I'll go to the Zotero. Okay. And now suppose these articles, okay, for example, I want to take, so it will ask you which folder you want to take it. So if I say more, okay, so if I say more, okay, so what we just now, if you see created folder just now, not here, then you can say refresh. So it will come over here. Okay. So for example, we want to make it in the, suppose you are working on, here you can see Zotero, you go, we created hello KGP, right? So let me see whether it has come here. Okay, if it is not there, again you can try one more time. Just come out over here, again go there. Okay, and you say here Zotero. Okay, select all. Okay. See, creating folder and showing sometime it takes time. So it has come now. Hello IIT KGP. Can you see this? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So ma'am, see, we just put these all papers in Hello IIT. We just created a folder. Suppose I am working on IIT Kharagpur history. So I'll say Hello IIT KGP. So I just created this folder. I'll double click and I'll say done. So all these papers will where come in IIT KGP folder, right? Suppose I want to check whether it has come in the right folder. So you can come and see over here. Okay. So this will come very soon. Okay. You can say refresh. Those papers will be visible. See. Now can you see this IIT KGP? All these papers are visible, right? Okay. If you make it larger, you can see also. Suppose let me close this. Just a second. So these are the put. It has come from the IIT KGP folder. Am I clear? Now I'm going to show you the important part of Word file. देखिए अभी तक हमने क्या किया? We collected references from the online, है ना? Now suppose I'm going to write a manuscript. So suppose this is a Word file. Can you see my Word file over here?
Yes, sir.
So you see file, home, insert, page out, references, mailing, review, view, and Zotero. So the moment you download desktop file, you will see one option Zotero. Okay. If you're not able to see, you restart your machine, it will come. Okay. So once you see here Zotero, now suppose you have this 3 paragraph, for example, and you need to cite. Say like there are 20 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs you need to cite. So suppose this first paragraph here you need to cite, you put a mouse. Can you see it is blinking, right? Now you have to say, can you see this edit citation? Can you see this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So once you click, as I said, this is a file, home, insert, page layout, references. Last one is Zotero. Once you click on the Zotero, you say add edit citation. Suppose I am looking for a paper, say like dynamics, DYNAMIC. I say dynamics, many paper will come. So you need to see which paper. You will say, oh, the second one. Double click. Okay, after some time, it will show you. If it is not visible, again you can say add paper, and you say, just a second. Again you go there, say edit. You need to sometime, wait here. You can synchronize from your, this particular paper. So you will say one has come, right? If suppose somebody asks you ki which style it is happening, right? कौन सा style अभी हो रहा है? So you go to the document preferences and IEEE. Don't worry about this style. See, whatever style is there, within a second you can change. So let it be IEEE. Okay. So suppose IEEE is there. You just say okay, no problem. Now you suppose this paper is also say like some other paper. So again you go to the C. Suppose generally you should search by the author name, right? Which author? So this is the second paper you have cited. Am I right? I can repeat also if you wish. Suppose another paper you are searching. It is from this paper. You say here. यहाँ तक clear है सभी को?
Yes, sir.
ओके अब क्या किया हमने यहाँ पे मैम कि ये जो 3 पैराग्राफ से फॉर एग्जांपल ये जहां से हमने लिए थे, मान लो ये देश पांडे मैडम के पेपर से लिया था, ये साहू के, ये विजय के, ये मैंने वो रेफरेंस जो ऑनलाइन डाउनलोड किए थे मैंने वहां उनको टैग कर दिया। इसके बाद आप देख रहे हैं लास्ट में रेफरेंसेस लिखा है ना? रेफरेंसेस के लास्ट में आप जाके इसको, ठीक है, लास्ट में जाके आपको बस क्या करना है, यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है बताइए, क्या लिखा है? ये ऐड बिब्लियोग्राफी। क्या लिखा है? ऐड बिब्लियोग्राफी। देखिए जैसे आपने क्लिक किया यहाँ पे तीनों रेफरेंसेस के डिटेल आ गए, करेक्ट? आ गए अपने आप?
हाँ।
राइट। अब मान लीजिए कि आपका पेपर रिजेक्ट हो गया, ये IEEE में था, या आप डॉक्यूमेंट प्रेफरेंसेस में जाके स्टाइल देख सकते हैं, राइट? मान लो IEEE में था, रिजेक्ट हो गया। अब आपको मान लो करना है नेचर, यहाँ पे मोर स्टाइल है, आप यहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे स्टाइल्स मिलेंगे। अब मान लो आपका ACS में करना, अमेरिकन केमिकल सोसाइटी, so you just click here and say okay. See ऑटोमेटिक अभी एक ये नंबर सुपर स्क्रिप्ट हो गया और ये रेफरेंस स्टाइल चेंज हो गया ना? अब मान लीजिए कि फिर आपका पेपर रिजेक्ट हो गया और आपको ऐसे जर्नल में करना है जहां पे ये MLA है, अमेरिकन मेडिकल एसोसिएशन, या अमेरिकन साइकोलॉजिकल, जो भी करना है उसको क्लिक करिए, ओके करिए। देखिए ऑटोमेटिक स्टाइल चेंज हो गया। इज इट विजिबल मैम?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So now you will see why I'm not focusing more on Mendeley. Let me tell you, because what happened now, Mendeley has created a separate script. After that only, earlier Mendeley, I said Mendeley was open source reference tool. It is a reference management tool, but since it is owned by elsewhere, they are slowly making it complicated. So that's why now I tell people, you prefer Zotero. 350 MB is a big. There also you can keep more than 8,000 references. 8,000 references is a big space. Okay. So I'm again repeating. I'll repeat you the Zotero, and then you keep your questions ready. Okay. So let me again repeat Zotero, because I prefer you should have an account on Zotero. So you need to go to the jotero.org. Okay, you need to type Jotero, Zotero, Jotero.org, and then you need to create your, once you type Jotero.org, login. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So once you
Yes,
say
sir.
Jotero.org, click on the login button, then create your register for a free account. Like mine is also free account. Once you are done, you say login to Jotero. Okay. Once you say login to Jotero, this will come. Here you can create the folders as per your choice. As I says, come here. There is a plus button. You plus click and you can create folders like paper 1, paper 2, or paper 1 IoT, paper 2 and data science, whatever. Then you go to the, you need to also download the Jotero connector. So you need to say here, you need to download that extra version also, and you say Jotero plugin, or you can say Jotero word plugin. What you can say, Jotero word plugin. So this you need to download. Okay. And once you download this plugin, then what is the advantage of with this plugin? It will show here like Jotero. Okay. Once you are done, go to the Google or DOAJ. How many heard about DOAJ? Can you see? See, there are more than the directory of open access journals. Directory of open doj.org. So here you see more than 19,600. All these journals are open access. Okay. So here also, if you search anything, that also you can put in your Jotero or Mendeley. Okay. So once you search anything, you connect with the Jotero, download, and then if you synchronize in the desktop version of Jotero, automatically it will come in the Jotero. Like if I say click here, synchronize. See, hello IIT, all these papers will be here. Right? All these papers we know just now we have downloaded. All are visible. Right? And once you synchronize here, you can see all options, edit, view. You can change the layout, this font size. Okay. Then help. All those options are here, right? You can import also as a backup. And any folder, anytime you can delete by right click, you can rename. Okay. So this is all from my side. Now I am ready for question answer. Over to you. Yes, Pradeep sir.
Yes, sir. There is any question from anyone? Please raise your hands. We will start.
Yes, Ishika ma'am, please unmute and tell me.
Hello, sir. So,
Ishika and unmute.
so sir, in one of the places you said that whenever we give any kind of image, we need to give the source of that. And if we don't find it, you were telling that go to Google Scholar, then photo mark. I couldn't understand that. Can you repeat that?
No, not to Google Scholar. Go
Okay,
to the
sir.
Google. So go to the Google. Can you see my Google?
No,
here?
sir. It's not visible.
Oh, just a second. So when you open the Google, I'm just sharing the screen. Just a second. Now can you see the Google?
Yes, sir.
So see, there is an option search by image, right? So you upload your image here, it will show you the source. Correct? Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Any other
okay.
question?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, sir, in Mendeley, what happens at times, whenever I want to get the reference list, it gives me some wrong data. What is that purpose, sir? Is it because at times what happens, I couldn't download the paper to Mendeley just by clicking the extension link. So at times what I had to do, I have to manually download the PDF and then add it to my Mendeley account. But then when I go for the reference list, at times it gives wrong references. Why is it so?
So see, what I suggest you, there could be two things. Like first is which source you are downloading, which you are Google Scholar or any other
Google
thing,
Scholars.
or any other from where Google Scholar. So it is
Mostly
you have
Google
rightly, so you have rightly pointed out. It is good that you realize. See what happens. Sometimes we blindly select export references and we put in our manuscript. So if we realize to this that the actual manuscript is not there, so that could be the reason, you know, you are downloaded the wrong version, right? So what I suggest you, you know, if in that case, if you go to any publisher site also, there is an option you can download the reference. So I would suggest better to download from the authentic site, you know. This cases are very rare. So this is the one option, you go to publisher site and download. Other option is that you do it manually, you can correct it. I have shown you the edit option, right? Where you can go and edit any
Yes,
reference,
sir.
right? Yes. Any
Mm.
other questions?
Mm. Yes, sir. So, sir, in one of the slides, you said that IISER Bhopal conducts library orientation classes. Is it also
Correct.
conducted online for you know, students those are do not stay in Bhopal?
See, online classes, you know, we were conducting offline classes before COVID, because that time nobody was attending online. But since COVID, now online become a very, you know, easy for the us also to host, easy for the participant. But you know what happened since after COVID now, you know, our authority says no, no, you make it offline, because online में क्या होता है, you know, लोग ज्वाइन कर जाते हैं but seriously करते नहीं है. So they are telling us now to, you know, start conducting offline. So now what we do, like two offline, one online, like we are going slowly, but slowly, because you know, offline you can organize, you can offer a chai, samosa, and all those things. So this is how, you know, you can connect. People can more interact, because online now we feel there is no seriousness. You know, people, you cannot interact with each other and all those things. So now that is the thing. So we more or less now we are going slowly to offline version. Yes, Namita.
Okay, okay. Actually, sir, I asked this question because I'm not from Bhopal. I'm from Kolkata, so that is why I'm asking. Is it available for people those who are outside Bhopal?
No, what available, our internal seminar and all. No, this is actually for the our bona fide users only.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
Yes.
sir. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Yes.
Anju ma'am.
Good evening, sir. So thank you for such a nice presentation and telling about these useful softwares. But
Thank you, ma'am.
I feel it will take some time for us to get used to about these softwares. So if we have any difficulty, can we contact
Sure,
you, sir?
ma'am. I have given. I'll share my slides, ma'am. My email ID is there. And what I suggest you, ma'am, if you go to YouTube,
Yes.
just spend 5 minutes. Just say how to use, you know, Zotero. You
Okay,
know,
sir.
I am sure within a half an hour you will become expert, because you know. But only thing, you need to spend some time. See, until you spend like 30 minutes to hour, you know, you will not have that much confidence. You do it. If you have any issue, you share the screenshot. By seeing the screenshot, we can make out you know where you got stuck. Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you.
But
Yes.
thank you, sir. One more thing,
Yes.
I was also about to ask with Ishika ma'am has asked about these online classes and offline classes which you are having at IISER Bhopal.
Yes, ma'am.
So is there any possibility that we or other students can join those online classes, sir?
We can do, ma'am. If there is an online, we can always try for this, but we need to see. You need to make sure that, you know, your students are not making, you know, any noise and all.
Yeah. Of course,
Yes.
sir.
So we can
Please.
discuss it later, ma'am. After this class, we can definitely discuss this. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes. Any other question? Let me see the this message
Yes,
box
please.
also. Yeah, there is no
Yes,
message.
please.
Yes, you can
Manasi
go
Das.
ahead, Sri.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
Mansi.
yes, sir. I am from OUAT Bhubaneswar. It's a very nice presentation. I really learned a lot. This was the first time I came to know about Zotero, and I'm really interested. Earlier,
you.
I was using Mendeley, but I was not that free in utilizing it. But I think Zotero will be really helpful. My two questions. First is that when I open Google Scholar, on the first page, whatever references are coming, all the references will be active at one click, will be transferred to Zotero file, or individually I have to select those articles to
No,
transfer
both,
to
ma'am.
Zotero
Both
file.
options. You can do one by one also. You can do all also. You can select few
Okay.
also. You can take more than one also. Yes.
And the second is Zotero. Usually it is offline, I think.
No, both are not.
Offline.
See, let me see again. Repeat. Both the
And then actually my question is that in one system I have downloaded it with password and login, and another system can I use with the same login ID? That is what I
No. See, online version you can use anywhere with any machine.
Okay.
But extra version, wherever you install, you can only use on that machine. If you want to use in another machine also with the same thing, so what you have to do? Suppose you install Zotero in laptop, for example, right now, right? We are using it. Suppose you realize, okay, I get some time in office. So in desktop version, when you download Zotero, you give the credential of the online one. Automatically, all your folders will come. So you can have more than 2 or 3 desktop version, no issue. But every time you need to log in and then synchronize. Okay,
synchronize.
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
There is any more questions from someone?
Sir,
So right now, actually, I'm visiting IIT Kharagpur and I'm giving this talk from my guest house, guest house room. Yes, please go ahead.
sir, my doubt is when we cite or quote someone's results or discussions, we cite it, no, sir. So will it be plagiarism free, or it also will comes under the checking?
No, yes, very valid question. See, once you cite, that means you are going quote unquote. So you are not claiming it is your idea. Quote unquote means, suppose there is say like one paragraph, say like by Aswini, and he has invented something. I took one paragraph from his paper. So I will take one paragraph. I'll say quote unquote. I'll say Aswini, 2022. That means I'm acknowledging his work, right? So I'll quote unquote and I'll give the reference also. That is, you are on the safe side. Basically, see, we should acknowledge the author. So that case, there is no problem. Yes. And once you make quote unquote, any software will not count as a similarity, because quote unquote means, see, there is if you see UGC guidelines, they have excluded many things like quote unquote, then table of contents, bibliography. Why they have excluded? Because there is no original idea, right? Table of content, there is no original idea. Bibliography is no original idea. References, no original idea. Quote unquote, you are not claiming your work. Okay. Yes. So these are the very clear guidelines by UGC. Yes. Any other question? Yes, Sri.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is the limit of storage for Zotero and Mendeley for free versions?
I think it is clear. Na? I told you, if you log in, it will say free space, I think 300 MB. Zotero, it is 10 GB. But I say slowly, Zotero is Mendeley is making things complicated, right? So though it is 10 GB, I will even advise go with the 300 MB of Zotero, because there still you can store more than 8,000 references. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
I think, sir, all questions are over.
sir, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure,
Yes,
Ashwin.
Sir, during our results and discussions, sometimes our results are not find in match with any of these findings. So how can we quote that results in the paper? Means they definitely need the citation also.
Yeah, it's very. See, until unless you don't know, actually, you meant to say you got something, but you don't know the source, right? This is how you are asking.
Yes,
You
sir,
got
yes,
some
sir.
information, you want to cite, but you don't know the source.
Even for findings also, our findings somewhat differs from others. So we don't have source on regarding our kind of results.
I would say this is very rare actually, because when you don't know the source, suppose you got something on information on internet. Okay. For example, suppose, let me check. Suppose you are saying not available, but that is somewhere on internet, right?
What I'm saying, sir, as I am social science student, I go with an age variable. I got something with related to a dependent variable. Age is not correlated with that dependent variable. But in other findings, means what are the reviews I have collected? In all those reviews, it is positively related. So how can I quote my result? Because it's entirely different from the reviews that I have collected earlier.
See, I'm not getting your point, but what I suggest, what I understood from here, you can correct me. Suppose if you're not sure about the exact citation, but we see that reference on the internet, number one. That case, you can give the link, quote unquote, the link to that internet site. Another thing, see, internet, there are many things. If you search on Google, there is a lot of garbage we call predatory, predatory information, or WCS, not authentic, right? So that case, you need to be very careful. I would suggest strongly not to quote, cite those things on the safe side. Number two, suppose there is a still, if you forget about English, there is a lot of literature in regional languages. It is not internet. It is not on the internet, correct? Suppose we think, oh, it is not on the internet, I can, just translate and put in my paper or manuscript or any finding. But suppose after 20 years, 30 years, somebody is translated and it is on the internet. That case, that day somebody compare. So that time is one cannot say no, it was not, but because somebody can see the translated version, it is from the manuscript, it was there. So this is how what I can understood. So we should avoid such, giving such references and taking such text from there. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, all questions are over.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very informative session. And we would like to start our new session. Priyanka ma'am is there. Priyanka
Yes,
ma'am,
sir.
if you are
Yes,
there.
sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr.
Okay.
Sandeep Pathak, sir, for giving us a very informative lecture and your expertise. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me start our second session of third day of 7 days faculty development program. Our speaker for this session is Dr. Priyanka Lal. She will give her expertise on topic bibliometric analytics. Before starting, I would like to give a small briefing of Dr. Priyanka Lal ma'am. Dr. Priyanka Lal holds a PhD in agriculture economics from a prestigious institution, IISERB, NDRI, and currently serves as a faculty member at Lovely Professional University. With a strong academic background and extensive experience, she has made significant contributions to understanding the scholarly impact and knowledge dissemination within the agriculture sector. Within the university, Dr. Lal plays a crucial role in leading a team of researchers and guiding students in utilizing bibliometric analysis to explore and evaluate scholarly publications, collaboration networks, and research trends within agriculture economics. Her expertise lies in harnessing bibliometric data to gain insights into the productivity, impact, and influence of research in the agriculture domain. She is also involved in teaching undergraduate students. Her guest lecture will not only inspire and educate, but also empower scholars, students, and professionals to embrace bibliometric analysis as a powerful tool in understanding and shaping the agricultural landscape. Key highlights for her lecture are Introduction to Bibliometric Analysis, second, Evaluating Scholarly Impact, then Mapping Research Collaboration Networks, then Identifying Emerging Trends, Policy Implication, and at last, Case Studies and Practical Implications.
Okay.
Let's start,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Thank you so much, organizers, for this wonderful introduction. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank our organization for giving me an opportunity to deliver the lecture on this topic. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So very intelligently, our organizers have put this particular lecture just after the reference management system. So till now, I think everyone has understood the reference management system, right? So you have understood about the bibliographic data and all. So it will be very easy to understand the bibliometric analysis after that. So I'll start. Let me just share my slides. Just let me know if the slides are visible once I just share my screen.
No, not visible yet.
Not visible. Yeah, I know. Is it now?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Maybe we can wait for some time. I think it will be.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we
Okay, so in your point, at any point of your academic journey, you must have done the review paper, right? You have written some kind of review, isn't it? So what
Yes,
are
yeah.
the steps of writing a review paper? Can anyone tell me steps? So basically what you do at the very first step.
May I know?
Yes.
Ma'am, firstly, we have to gather a lot of information about the topic. Means we have to compile each and every information that we can collect.
Very good. Okay, okay. So today's topic is related to charting the research landscape, harnessing the bibliometric analysis for enhanced scholarly insights. Today we are going to actually understand what does this bibliometric analysis is, and also we'll try to understand how can we do this particular bibliometric analysis. Basically, this is my flow of presentation. Okay. Now, we have, as just now you have told, first of all, we try to understand what is the problem. This is how we do our review. First, we understand what is the problem. Then we do a critical discussion of what has been done. And how do we do that? By searching for research paper on that particular topic, and then critically understanding, reading hundreds of research paper, then identifying the knowledge gap. And knowledge gap we will understand only when we try to know which kind of methodology a particular research paper has followed, and also what the results of that particular research paper was. This is how we do, like title of the paper, then who were the authors, and also what was the main methodology of that paper, and also the results. Then once we understand the research gap, then we go for setting up of our objective for our thesis or any research paper we are writing for. So this is the traditional review. There are different types of review, as you know. You can see there is, I have brought some key difference between this review. Then we'll come to what is actually the bibliometric analysis is. So you can see there are different types of review over here. Narrative review, critically appraised topic, scoping review, rapid review, systematic review, or meta-analysis. Now this is how it is different on different topic, like speed, methodological details, risk of bias, and comprehensiveness. In case of narrative review, we can see the systematic review or meta-analysis is a little bit slow. The speed is slow because we need to read each and every paper in great detail. And thus, the methodological detail is more explicit in case of meta-analysis. And therefore, the risk of bias is decreased in case of meta-analysis as compared to narrative. Narrative review is a kind of a traditional review that we do. And when we talk about comprehensiveness, the systematic or meta-analysis is more comprehensive as compared to the narrative review. This is what we have done. Now, what is actually a bibliometric analysis? I have brought 5 points on the bibliometric analysis. What does it involve, how it is done, why it is done, and also what is the outcome. Bibliometric analysis is basically, we try to analyze the bibliographic data. Just now you have seen that how you are using Mendeley and all. So in that case, we use the bibliographic data. What does this bibliographic data mean? Bibliographic data like citation, H-index, then what was the affiliation of the author, then what is the funding agency, which type of citation that particular paper has done. That is our bibliographic data. Then what does it involve? It involves the citation, relationship, and other bibliographic characteristics. We'll come to know. You'll come to know once I start to show how it has been done. And how it is done by understanding the bibliometric analysis, researcher, institution, assess the research impact. Now, for example, suppose you have sustainable development. The topic is sustainable development. Now, we try to see which particular country has excelled or has published more and more research paper in case of sustainable development. And also we try to map the collaboration, because just like we are not publishing in our country also, we collaborate with China, we collaborate with USA. So this is how we try to collaborate. And that map collaboration is seen in case of bibliometric analysis. And why it is done? In order to see what is the influence and particularly trend of that particular topic in the specific field. Okay, in the specific field, what is the trend? And outcome, which we will see the relationship, a publication, author, journal, citation, all these we are going to see in case of outcome of bibliometric analysis. Now, bibliometric analysis is something not a new topic. Okay, so it has very, I'm just going to skip it. We can keep more time for hands-on training. So it has started in 1934, and now with the advance of technology like artificial intelligence, it has become more easy to do these kind of bibliometric analysis. So what we do actually, we try to see the thematic evaluation. Thematic evaluation means how the particular topic has evolved with time. Just like let us say sustainable development. Earlier we were trying to focus on
Excuse me,
production.
ma'am.
Yes.
I'm very sorry to interrupt you. But
Yes.
can you please hide? Please press, click the button and hide. The something is.
Okay. Yeah. Is it fine now?
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Last, if last slide if you are showing once again, then it will be better. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the evaluation, how it has evolved. This particular bibliometric analysis has evolved, because nowadays you must be reading about more and more about bibliometric analysis. Particularly if you're from library sciences, then this is nothing new for you. But for us, like we are from agriculture sciences, it is really new, because normally we have done the traditional review. Just like as you have told, we have read hundreds of research paper, then we have made a kind of systematic review. But bibliometric analysis is a kind of new for us in case of other fields, of course. So what we do in bibliometric analysis, we try to see the thematic evolution. Just like, I was giving the example of sustainable development. Now, earlier we were focusing on increasing the production. And then once increasing in production, then we try to focus on increasing the productivity. And after increasing the productivity, we have focused more on, right now we are focusing on sustainable development. This is the thematic evolution. Then authorship pattern and collaboration. We will see in particular bibliometric analysis how the authorship pattern is. Like if I'm collaborating with a researcher in suppose CPRI, Central Potato Research Institute. So this is how authorship pattern is. Means these two authors are actually, they are collaborating with each other, and they are trying to work on this particular topic, sustainable development. Keyword analysis. Keyword is a very important part. We have always thought of keyword analysis, how, like whenever you are writing a research paper, you always think that what should be the keywords, but it is a very important particular point that will help you in gaining more and more citations. So that is your keyword analysis. Then influential journals. So influential journals, now this is sometimes contradictory, because sometimes it happens that open access is having more and more citation as compared to the other subscribed versions. Then factor analysis in which we have citations, then productive organizations, growth trend and citations. So these is what we do in the bibliometric analysis. Now, what are the sources? As I have told, first was bibliometric. Then what are the sources of getting the bibliographic data? These are the sources. Particularly in today's lecture, I'll be focusing on data from Scopus. Bibliometric analysis, now we'll be doing these types. You can see here citation, co-citation, bibliographic coupling, co-author, co-word, and also this is your bibliometric analysis visualization part. I'll be using the VOS viewer, and also I'll be doing in the R. If you're not acquainted with R, no problem. Very little means it is not that you need more and more coding in R right now for particularly bibliometric analysis. So here just we are focusing on how to do the factor analysis, like citation, co-citation, bibliographic coupling, and co-author and co. So this is what is bibliometric analysis is. We'll go step-by-step procedure. So first of all, let me know if you have any doubt till here. Otherwise, we can refer to your doubts once the lecture is over. So the very first step is extraction of data. Now you can see this is the, what you need to do is, first of all, you have to log in the Scopus. Now, this is here, everything looks like very fairy tale, everything is very nice and everything. Now, what the problem you are going to face is when you log into the Scopus, you are not going to have the account, because subscription of Scopus is costly. So you need institutional login for this purpose. So extraction of the data, right now I will be going to the, as I have already, so you can see this particular screen. Okay, so I'm going to the hands-on training for this. it will be easy for you to understand. Now you can see here. Is it visible? Is the screen visible?
Yes, visible.
Okay. Now, Scopus is all subscription based. Web of Science is also subscription based. Now, initially, when I started to learn this particularly bibliometric analysis, I was facing this problem because our institution didn't have this subscription of Scopus. So what we did is we have got the data from Dimensions. Dimensions is also one of the platform that you can use for particularly bibliometric analysis. But of course, there are certain limitations in that particular analysis that we'll be talking about later on. First of all, we'll see how to actually download the data. First, you have to search for you have to decide the main keywords. Now, when we talk about sustainable development, let us type here sustainable development. Now this is not enough. If you because your topic will be bibliometric analysis on sustainable development, this is not the actually, so you have to think of, or you have to focus on particular area like sustainable development in India. Now in this case, you have to understand whether you have to use the search, what kind of search engine you are going to use. One is sustainable development. Now understand here, you can see here whether you have to use and or. Now and is used when that particular, both the words should be present in the title, abstract and keywords, and is used at that point. And or is used when you can use either of. Now you can see here real time. Now this is an example I'm showing you, real time and plant pathogen. Now what does it mean? That particular search will have both real time as well as the plant pathogen. Now real time and plant pathogen detection, okay, then plant pathogen detection and biosensor, this is what your all search query. Here there is no example of or, but yes, you can use or if you like, you have plant pathogen detection, or you can use the term only detection. That is your or, that is the use of or, and means you need both the words in your search engine. So this is your selection of the search criteria. Now let us see here sustainable development. Now sustainable means here both sustainable, we have to put it in the inverted commas, sustainable development, and let us take it is India. Now you can see here it will consist of both article, abstract and keywords, all the three. Now you can see there are 8,710 documents that has been found. Now this particular sustainable development and India will consist in article, title, abstract, either or, abstract or in the keywords. These two words will be there, sustainable development as well as India. If you are flipping it as or, so you will get lots of data. Now you can see around 8,98,074 documents. That means either the portal is going to take India or else sustainable development, not both. So what you need to do, you have to, based on which kind of theme you have, so you have to use and or in that case. Now you can see, then you can also add the research field. If you any other word you want to put, like subsidies, then you can again search. So it will consider as, now you can see only 82 documents is there. Now what you need to do is, next step you have to put some filters. Now how to refine the search or put the filters, you can see here subject areas are there. So you can see there are 40 documents related to environmental science, 31 related to energy, social sciences, 22 and so on. Document type, mostly for the bibliometric analysis you will go for article type, but that depends totally, that is up to you which type of document you want to keep. Article, conference paper, review, book chapter and book. Suppose I will just consider the article. So you have to just include article, then you can see source titles, publication stage, final or article in press. There are 80 articles in the final stage. Then you can see keywords. So these are the keywords that it has taken. As we can see here, sustainable development and India, as well as subsidies. You can see here, either you can change it. You can change and or and not also means, okay. So or also you can put, so it will take either sustainable development and in the portal is going to take in such type of, all right. So there are 56,746 documents. Now how to export the data? Now next step is you have to export the data. Now what you need to do is, first of all, just have a look on all the topics. You can see here, suppose I'm just taking only article type. So just go through it. Once if you find any particular article is not relevant, you can just ignore. So what you do is select all the articles, then just go through it. Suppose I don't want to keep this particular open access type, you can remove the open access also. Suppose I don't want to keep this particular third article, then you can remove this. Fourth article also I don't want to put, then you can just unclick it, then it won't be added in the. Now how particularly the data of bibliometric analysis looks like. Now let us go to the export portion. Go to the file types. Then what you need to do is, whenever you are doing the analysis, either you go to either you use the BiblioShiny or else you use the WAS viewer for the network or the network analysis. You need to download the data in form of CSV. That is the very easiest form that you can do. So that is your CSV. Let us now look at here. Just I was telling, we don't have the institutional access. So what we can do is we have a reviewer access. So that's what I'm using right now. So we can select only 20,000. That is enough, 20,000 of documents. Now you can see here, what information do you want to export? You want to know citation information in order to see the trend of how the particular research on sustainable development has progressed with year. So you need to know the year, then source title, citation count, DOI, open access, everything. Then you also need the bibliographical information, affiliations. So you can remove some, but like you don't want this, publisher also you don't want, editor also you don't want. You can just remove all those, which one you don't want. You just need the affiliations. Then you can just have correspondent address also you don't want, abbreviated source title also you can neglect. You just need the affiliations for the bibliographical information. Abstract and keywords are important because you need to do the keyword analysis in order to know which is a trending thematic or how the evolution of the topic has taken place. Then also you need the funding, who are the sponsors of that particular research that has been done. All this information you need. So what you do is, once you have selected the information, then you just go to the export. Then you can just export the data. So this is how you have to export it. All right. So this is how you can export from the Scopus. Now, if you want to go to the dimension is very easy. But that the problem with dimension is you cannot do all types of analysis. I will tell you which type of analysis you cannot do using the dimensions.ai. But yes, it's better to use the Scopus. Okay, Scopus for particularly bibliometric analysis. Now coming to the next step. Now, once you have known what is the inclusion exclusion criteria, you have figured out which type of, whether you need only article type, you have to extract the data. Once you have extracted the data, let us go to the particularly website. Now you can see here, once you have exported the data, okay. So in case of Scopus also, you can do some kind of analysis. You can see here. All right. So once I have done export, so you can go to here, analyze results. Some kind of analysis already the Scopus gives you. So that is your, go to the analyze results. Just let me know if the screen is not visible, all right, because it is working on internet, so it might be possible that the screen is not visible. Now you can see here, there are 56,746 documents. Now, normally what you did was, whenever you did the traditional review, you have to read all the research paper. But bibliometric analysis does not need you to read all 56,000 documents. You just need to understand the data and just understand how it works, and then write down what is the concise part or what is the interpretation of that particular data. All right. So you can see documents. This is the preliminary information that the Scopus will give you. Already it analyzes the data for you. All right. So you can see how it has increased, and during the time of 2020, it has increased. Highest publication was done during the time of 2020 to 2021. So this shows that sustainable development topic has trended, and more publication has been done in recent years. Okay, so you can see there is an increasing trend of the graph. So these type of analysis, we can see other analysis also, documents per year per source. Since it's a large amount of data, so it may not be possible for like good interpretation, but yes, there is no limit to data. You can get, like, you can do the analysis in 200 number of data also. You can do the analysis in 5,000, 10,000 number of data on also. There is nothing like there is a limit to any, but yes, more and more data will give you good results on any topic. So you can see here documents per year by source. Any relevant thing, you can just download it. You can just go and you can just download it. You can save it and download it. Any kind of relevant information that you find. If you find that, yes, this is the relevant information that you can include in your research paper, then you can just download it. No problem. And you can use it in your paper. Now you can see documents by author. Now this is going to give you the top 15 author. Now top 15 author on what topic? Can you tell me? Yes, can anyone tell top 15 author on particular?
Sustainable development.
Sustainable
Yes.
development.
Yes. So now you can see that Linby has almost 71 documents in Scopus. So what does it shows? That the influential, this will give you the idea of the influential authors. All right, on this particular topic or on this particular theme, then who are the influential authors? So these are the 15 most influential authors. Now, you can say that Scopus is going to take the documents as the comparison base. You can take citations also. You can, but for that you have to do a separate analysis. Now, do not think that bibliometric analysis is a kind of a, you are going to write a review paper, but you can claim it as a research paper also, and you can publish in the journal as a research paper also, if you have done a good analysis on the by using the data of bibliometric analysis. All right. So you can see here it is related to the documents, number of documents, but you can use the citation also. But for that you have to see the data. I'll show you the data also of particularly this, how it is, how it looks like. All right. Then documents of by affiliation. Now you can see, so Chinese Academy of Sciences had produced highest number of documents. So it is the top 15 affiliations. Affiliations means the university or organization to which the authors are related to. All right. Then by country, so highest number of research has been done in US, then India, China, followed by China, and so on. So again, top 15 country. This is the preliminary analysis that the Scopus does for you, and you can definitely include it. All right. Documents by type. So you can see just now. All right. Short survey, book. So highest number of document is in article form. Okay. Then by funding, so sponsor, because you need, right? So you need the data related to the funding organization also. So this shows the particular organization or particular institution is funded, or the particular research has been funded by so and so foundation or so and so societies. All right. So this is your funding sponsor. So this is the preliminary information that can be done in case of Scopus. All right. Now let us move to the next point. Now, statistical analysis. We'll go through this one by one. What you can do is documents per year. Just now we have discussed about it. All right, here you can see documents per year. These are the statistical analysis part, in which you need numbers in order to do the analysis. Documents per year. Okay. Then documents per year by source, documents by author, affiliation, territory, documents by type. This is just an overview that you can use this particular bibliometric analysis for these type of statistical analysis. Okay. Per year means per year what was the document that has been published. As you can see, sustainable development theme research has been done or published. It has been published more in the recent years. Okay. Then coming to the network analysis, this is the most interesting part of the bibliometric analysis that actually catches the reviewers. Okay, so you can see these are the main topics on which network analysis is done, like co-authorship analysis, co-occurrence analysis, citation analysis, bibliographic coupling. Now, co-authorship. Try to understand what does it mean. Okay, for this, what we are going to do is we are going to use the WOS viewer. Now, first of all, what you need to do is you need to simply download this WOS viewer. It's very freely available. All right, just go to the Google. You can see here, type WOS viewer, and then you will get here. All right, visualizing scientific landscape. So you can, this is free of cost. All right, you can just download it. I have the downloaded version. So I'll go to WOS viewer. All right, so you can see this is the application. It will take some time to load. Okay, now till then I will just show you the screenshots. So you can see here. Now this is how it looks like. Now when you go to the particularly the window of the WOS viewer, you will find out here there are certain options. Create and open. Now let me show you. So in this case, you're going to visualize all the particularly co-authorship analysis, co-citation analysis. Now here also the dimensions data has, because I have also written the papers initially with the dimension data. As I was telling, I was not having the Scopus access at that time. So at that time we have used the dimension data, but again that is having where we cannot do all the analysis using the dimension data. Okay, let me wait, just wait for it to, yeah. Now, I hope this is visible. This is how the window of WOS viewer. Once you download it, you will find it, this particular window. Okay, it's very easy to use. Once you have extracted the data from Scopus, it's very easy to use. All right, so you can see WOS viewer. Okay, network visualization, overlay visualization, density visualization, all these topics are there. First, you have to feed the data to this particularly WOS viewer. So what you need to do, you have to create. So you have to tap on this. Now you can see here, you will find out 3 types. Okay, create a map based on network data, create a map based on bibliographic data, and create a map based on text data. We are not going to use the text data right now, because what we need to do, we need to know the bibliographic, we need to map the bibliographic data. Here we are not going to show you the numbers, we are going to show you the map. Okay, so let us go next. Now you can see read data from bibliographic database. You can see that WOS viewer allows you to use Web of Science, Scopus, Dimension, Lens, and PubMed. So what we have the data from which source? Web of Science, Scopus, or Dimension? Can anyone tell me?
Scopus.
Scopus, right? Yes. So you have to go to Scopus. We have already downloaded, extracted the data from Scopus website, right? So let me go. So you have to, all right. So you can see here. Okay. So you have to feed the data. We'll have to wait for some time for it to read it. because there are thousands and thousands of papers, so it will take some time. Okay. Now, once it has been uploaded, the different types of analysis that you can do, you can see these are the different types of analysis. Okay, these are the different types of map that you can use using the WOS viewer. So co-authorship, co-occurrence, citation, bibliographic coupling, and co-citation. And unit of analysis will change side by side. Okay, author, organization, countries, and all. Let me check. Yes, now you can see here. Now, what are the types of analysis? Now you can see very small, good definition has been given over here. There is nothing to worry about. Once you start doing, you'll learn it very easily. Within a week, you will be expert in this particularly bibliometric analysis. So you can see here, co-authorship analysis. The relatedness of item is determined based on number of co-author documents. You just need to have some initial knowledge about it. Okay, co-authorship means based on the, now when you and I are writing the same research paper, that is your co-authorship analysis. Okay, this shows that there is an association or collaboration between LPU and NDRI. So that is your co-authorship analysis. Similarly, there are other points: co-occurrence, citation, bibliographic coupling. This is a matter of separate, like a long workshop for this particularly different type of analysis. I will just show you how you have to feed the data and then analyze it. Okay, then just have a look over here. Now you can see co-authorship. You want to know about authors or let us say organization. I want to know about the co-authorship of the organization. Now there are certain questions that has been asked by the WOS viewer, whether you want to go for full counting or fractional counting. We always mostly we choose for the full counting. And now here you can see maximum number of organization per document. Maybe let us keep it as 10. Okay, this is up to you. All right, maximum number of like per organ, like LPU has 10 document per that particular topic. So that is your organization per document. Then minimum number of document of our organization is 3. Let us keep it that much only. So you can see out of 18-20 organization, there are 5 meet the threshold because, okay, because there are certain restriction we have put. Maximum number of organization per document we have kept as 10. Let us keep it as 5. Maybe you'll get, so you can see again 1436 organization, only 5 meet the threshold. Now let us see how it looks like. Okay, we can decrease the number of documents per organization. So let us keep minimum number of documents of an organization is 2. Means if LPU has published 2 documents on sustainable development, then it will be reflected in the results. Okay, just by increasing or decreasing 1, you can see here 62 meet the threshold. Now these 62 will be included in the result. All right, now let us go to the next. Now here again 62 are selected for the complete result. Now let us just, here you can see documents and citation. So this is the total link strength, how better it is linked to each other on this particular topic. All right, so you can see some of the 62 items are not connected to each other. It may happen that LPU is working solely, but it is not getting connected with other organization or other authors. All right, so it may happen like that. So that is also showed to you whether you are agreed with this or else you will go without that analysis only. Let us take it as yes here. Now this is a kind of a cluster analysis. Here only now look at this. There are how many clusters over here? It's a kind of a cluster analysis. There are only 2 clusters. Okay, only 2 clusters, and there are 4. Means they are interrelated to each other. They have not taken other institutes, like for example LPU in this analysis. Why? Because it has not collaborated with other organization or authors. Now let us create again by using only authors. Instead of organization, we'll go to authors. Okay. Now let us see authors. We can see Now this is again a very scattered type of, you can see a scattered type of visualization. You can change the visualization, overlay visualization, or else you can go for density visualization. Now what does it mean, density visualization? Now you can see here, now can you tell me which particular author is having more density, means more, you can see more, it is highlighted.
Super anti.
Yes, yes, that is your most highlighted, because because here what is the weight here is documents, means that particular author has published or collaborated more on this topic, so has more number of documents, so that's why it is highlighted more. Okay, network, that is your network visualization. We can go for other type of analysis also. Already once you have fed the data, then no need to go again and again download it, because it's already reflected. Okay, then let us see countries. It's just co-authorship analysis. Okay, means if two authors are collaborating with each other, it will be reflected in the results. Now again you can see here how many clusters are there. Different colors will reflect different clusters. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Green, then purple, blue, red, and yellow. These are the 5 clusters, and it is based on documents. Now, if you want to change it, you can change to citations also. Now, just look at this. First of all, when it was documents, India was having little bit like it was broader, right? As compared to now, here most highlighted was India, United States, and China. Once you change it to citations, now you can see there is a change, right? There is a very means a very small change, but it's important, because here the weight means the basis of analysis over here is citations. Okay, so this is your, now how to download it. Now what you can do is, either you can go to the screenshot, you can just take a screenshot and save it. All right, so you can just name it, you can say co-authorship countries. All right, so this is how you can save it. So this is your, so it is based. Now what you for writing down or for explaining it, particularly each and every type of analysis, you'll have to of course refer different bibliometric analysis research papers. All right, but it's not that tough. Now let us see one more, what other analysis you can do. Co-occurrence in the same way. Now co-occurrence, now let us see what is the typical definition of co-occurrence. Very small and very to the point definition is written over here. Based on the number of documents in which they occur together. Now here the data was related to edible mushroom, the nutritional aspect of mushroom. All right, so now here what you can see, all the keywords, author keywords, are index keywords. Now in this case, all the keywords or author keywords means particularly the edible mushroom. Here we have used the key search engine as mushroom nutritional aspects, right? So you can see, let us see the all the keyword analysis, unit of analysis. Minimum number of occurrence of the keyword is 5. We can increase it. As we increase, the number of papers is decreasing. Let us go to next. You can see here nutrigenomics. So these are the keywords. All the keywords are being used over here. Now let us see the analysis. What will be the analysis? Now you can see nutraceutical, non-human, human, antioxidant, all these are very highlighted. You can see highlighted words that you found. Let us see in the density visualization, it will be easy for you to understand. So you can see these are related to all the keywords. If we take only the author's keyword, now go to next. You will be using only the author keyword that you give in your research paper. All right, now you can see here medicinal mushroom, nutraceuticals, antioxidants, bioactive compound. Okay, let us see in the network visualization. This is a type of cluster analysis only. Oxidative stress. Now here, how many clusters are there? You can see here, you will get the results. There are 84 terms, 84 you can say keywords. There are 8 clusters. Okay, so there are total of 8 clusters like red, blue, yellow, light blue, then dark blue, then violet, green, orange. So there are total of 8 clusters. Okay. Now here the weights are again your occurrence. Occurrence means how frequently it has occurred in the research paper of the authors or the data set that you have downloaded from Scopus. This is your co-occurrence analysis. Co-occurrence is mostly done in case of keywords. Okay. Similarly, now let us go for the next citation. Now, what does this citation analysis mean? Now, see, it means number of times they cite each other. Now, once 2 authors are citing the 3rd author, that is your citation analysis. Again, let us see organizations. We'll go to the organization. Only 8, suppose let us decrease, 89 will meet the thresholds. This is the citation analysis. You can see it's a very varied type, very less interrelation. As more and more lines it forms, means more and more related to each other it is. Okay, so again the weights over here is documents. You can go for citations also. So once the citation, you can see Department of Neurosurgery, then you have to little bit, you have, once you have taken the screenshot of this particular result, then you have to edit sometimes, because once I have submitted a paper in which they have asked me to edit, particularly means I have to write the whole department of, means particularly the affiliation, I have to write it in detail. Okay, because it will just give you the result that is written in the Excel sheet that you have downloaded from the Scopus. Okay. Similarly, now this is your citation analysis. Now, co-citation or bibliographic coupling. Bibliographic coupling means how many times the references you have shared with each other. Now, sustainable development, I am also writing the paper on sustainable development. Any kind of research, you are also writing the same, but we have that particularly 3rd author as the references, means I have made it, I have cited that particular 3rd author. You have also cited that particular author. That is seen in the bibliographic coupling. Okay, you can go for, in case of bibliographic coupling also, you have different unit of analysis: sources, authors, organization, countries. Let us take countries. Okay, so how this particularly, now you can see India citations are 2,496. Similarly, now these 3 countries have already topped from the very first. It has stopped, right, based on documents, or you can say based on citations also. Now let us see what is the results of the bibliographic coupling. Now you can see here, more highlighted a particular country. Now here again, you have to, whenever you are writing the results, you have to mention the clusters. How many clusters were formed? You have to write everything. Now let me go again to this. Now you can see here, you have to even write about how many documents you have ignored by a large number of countries. Okay, so that particular maximum number of countries per document also you have to mention in the results. So it will be easy for the reviewer to whether they are, means to review, okay, whether you have understood this particular analysis or not. It will be easy for them to understand. Then also you have to mention how many total number of countries they were having, that were selected, and how many of them have met the threshold. All this information, whenever you are doing the analysis, make a note of all these. Okay, because once you have done, maybe second time you are again feeding the same Excel sheet, maybe you will not get the same result. Okay, sometimes it may happen, you will miss by some points. Okay, so whenever you are starting the analysis, try to make a note of each and everything. Okay, then next. All right, you can see here, right? Again, India, United States, China. So you can see now here now let us see only India. India is having collaboration with these many countries, right? This green color, all Portugal, Turkey, right? Then China. Okay, United States also. This is the linkage, isn't it? Then China. Again, these are the linkage. Okay, now this is how you have to sometime what will happen that particularly suppose you are doing the analysis on this is related to edible mushroom. Okay, you're doing on millets. Suppose in India only you are doing or else you're doing on millets. Now millets is having the nutritional value. Okay, now what you will find, maybe you will find that there is a priori information, right? Whether when there is more number of tribal population in that, particularly you will find more and more research on that, or else the research is more on tribal population related to millets. So this is your a priori information, and that can be validated with these type of visualization maps. Okay, now again here the weights are documents. You can change it to citation also, no problem. You can see as the number of citation as you have changed, United States has become more and more bold, right? So again you can change it to documents. Okay, so this is your VOS viewer. So you can also use, you can see here Web of Science also you can use, dimensions also you can use, PubMed also you can use, but make sure that it has good number of information in your data. Now here again citation, cited reference, you can explore and more because it's very vast topic. Okay, so you can explore more and more on this topic. All right, now let us move to the next point. Now this is one of the illustration that I've shown. Okay, I've already shown you. So co-author, network map or illustration, you can see, you can just change it. Okay, I've not shown you how to change it. Let me go to again. Here you can see cluster colors. You can go to edit color and you can change it. Then you can change it to frame also. You can see here just now. Okay, this is how you can change. Either you can keep it at circle or else you can change it to frame. So this is just how you can keep more and more attractive type of analysis. Okay, so co-authorship network map. Now let us understand how it can be done. So this is your visualization in WOS viewer, but you can do the same thing in R also. Now in this case, as I have told earlier, you did not need a very good knowledge in coding and all, just little bit information you needed and it will be analysis you can do. So this is WOS viewer is only used for network visualization map. You can just show the map. You cannot do actually analysis, typical analysis in this. For this, you have to refer to the Excel sheet and then you have to find out. I'll show you one of the sample paper and then you can find out what was the statistical analysis that was done in the paper, and then what was the kind of like you can say visualization that was done in the paper, how the word cloud is made. Okay, now let us move towards the R program. Now let us go. I have already opened it for you. Is am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible? R.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now for this what you need to do is, first of all you have to include the bibliometrics. You can see first type library, then include bibliometrics. Once you have already included in your R Studio, then you will just need to type the BiblioShiny and then it will be opened in your browser. You can see this is the page of BiblioShiny. So what you need to do is you have to load the data. So here you can import or load the data, right? So load bibliometric file. You can browse. Okay, now here you can say import raw files. Now here you can just go to Scopus. You can see R or Bibliometrics or BiblioShiny will allow you to do analysis on Web of Science, Scopus, Dimension, PubMed, Lens, all these things. So what we are going to use? We are going to use the Scopus database, right? So just you have to browse it. Go to the. Let us go to the Biblio. Yes. So you will have to search for your file and then once it is done, you can go to start. Okay. Anyway, so what you can do is you can just go for the sample, use a sample collection in order to learn. All right. Yes, you can see here, this is a sample. I'm using the sample collection. All right. So you can go to the filter. Now here you can go to the document sources. You can see here the number of data it is there. You can also select just document type. Okay. All sources you have to use English, because sometimes it may happen that the language may be different. Okay, you have to search only for English, mostly English. Okay, you can go for other language also. All right, go to the overview. Now annual scientific production. It will take some time because yeah, you can see here. This is the article. Now the same thing you can do in Excel sheet also, but for that you have to go to the particularly Excel, and then you have to see the number of years, and you have to find out the number of articles, cumulative method, all those. But here you can get a visualized map. Okay, so you can get here how it has increased on that particular topic. It has increased, so you can change here. Now you need to download it. Simply you have to click on this export as PNG, so you'll get the annual scientific production. So you can see it has been downloaded. Similarly, average citations per year. So again, you can see average citation per year has changed drastically. It has increased in 2012 and then decreased. So this is your average citation per year. Similarly, three-field plot. Now three-field plot, let us see. It actually shows the Sankey graph. Okay, Sankey graph, if you know the flow of materials from one point to other point, how it is flowing, it will show you. Okay, so now in this case also, now you can see here parameters here. Left hand side middle field is authors. Here it is author. Left hand side is references. You can change it. Okay, suppose you want to know keywords, and then right hand side you want to know the affiliations. Just you can change it, and then you can run it. You will get the three-field plot graph. It's a Sankey graph, and it will show you how the materials means from what you can see here. Yeah, Web of Science, Bibliometrics, Research Evaluation. This is your keywords. Okay, so these are the authors, and how the number, the width. You can see this gray color line. This width will show you how many articles, like 26. Okay, it has shown, right? So similarly, the width here, this particularly orange color, the width of this incoming flow count, you can see here, incoming flow count is 8, outgoing flow count is 6. So this shows the flow of material from one point to another. So what is the point over here? Right hand side is affiliations and left hand side is keywords, and the middle field is author. So this is your Sankey graph or three-field plot graph. Similarly, you can go. Now, the same thing you have done in VOS viewer, but again, as I'm saying, if you don't have a good database, you can use the VOS viewer. As I have told, that dimension is not giving you all the database, so you can use that particularly VOS viewer. Now R will give you good type of graphs and all. Okay, now let us see most relevant sources. Now it's a very clear-cut graph is shown. So technological forecasting, social change, research policy. So these are the sources and number of documents on this particular topic. Okay, because I am using the sample data, so this is the sample data that has been provided by the Biblioshiny itself. So most local cited authors, again you have to do the analysis. So what you can do, either you can download. Now here Scientometrics, again 2481 citations, right? Because it's local cited sources, right? Most local cited sources. Similarly, sources production over time. You can go to the sources production. So how it has, so just by understanding the graph, now you can see technological forecasting and social change has outcast the research policy, right? So just by understanding the graph, you will be able to understand what is the sources production over time. Similarly, authors, now most relevant author. Now relevant means the impactful author, right? So you can see the most relevant author, the most 10 authors are been selected, okay, with the number of documents. Similarly, most relevant affiliation. Now here also most local. Now the same type of analysis you can do, but not in VOS viewer, but by using the data that you have downloaded in Excel sheet. But why to do so? you can just get the data from R. Then most relevant affiliations. You can see here again number of articles based on number of articles. Now you can change here, right? Number of articles, number of affiliations, you can change here. Only 10 affiliations are selected to show you the results. Similarly, I'm just showing you an overview how you can do the analysis. Affiliation production over time. Again, just you have to run the data. Right, so you can see affiliation production over time, how it has increased. Okay, so this is your affiliation production over time. Now coming to the documents. Now word cloud is also used. Now word cloud will show you or will highlight you. Now you can see the most highlighted term is science over here, 146. Word cloud uses mostly the keywords. Here you can see keywords. Now you can change over here. You can change to author's keyword and do the analysis. Let us see author's keyword. So author keyword will be your bibliometric analysis or bibliometrics. Okay, so this is the most highlighted words, so or bold words. So that is the most used author's keyword. So this is how the trend has taken place. So you can go to the most frequent words also. Here words means are author's keyword. Let us change it to author's keyword. That depends upon your theme of research, okay, what you want to show to the audience. Similarly, word frequency. Now this word frequency will give you interesting results. Okay, let us change again to the author keywords. Now this again. So now the most trending word is bibliometrics. Okay, it is again your based on the theme. All right, based on the theme. Now there are certain words that has changed. Now food security, nutritional security. Okay, earlier we were using nutritional security. Now most trending word is food security. It may change, right? So that will show you the trending occurrence of the keywords. So that is your word frequency over time, how it has changed. Trending topics, similarly trending topics. Sometimes you may not get the results over here, so no need to worry about it in that case. All right, so no need to worry. Whatever the results you are getting, you can use that particular, and you can now you can see the trending topics. Whatever results you are getting, you can use that particular. Now trending topic here, bibliometric analysis. Okay, term frequency means that how frequently it has used. It has been used 161 times. So more bolder or the circle is enlarged, that means the term frequency is more. Okay, so it is again your year-wise analysis. Similarly, clustering already we have done in WOS viewer also. You can use both at a time for doing the analysis. All right, so you can see here document of here unit of analysis is document. So coupling measured by references. Sometime it may happen whenever you are uploading the data, it will not give you all good results, but nothing to worry about it. Whatever results you are getting, you can use both WOS viewer as well as BiblioShiny for conducting your research on this particular. Similarly, conceptual, you can see thematic map. Let us go to the thematic map. I think some it will come here. Thematic map. Let us see here. You can see keyword plus. Again, we are changing it to author's keyword. So you can just explore without downloading the data. You can also explore without just downloading the data. Let us go to the thematic, because it uses the internet. All right, it takes time to download. Going to the author keyword. Okay. Anyways, till then, now you can go to the social structure also, collaboration network. The same thing we have seen in case of WOS viewer. The same results will also come, but only little bit changes in particularly, you can say a little bit changes is there. Okay. Yes, so let us see whether it has been downloaded or not. It takes time. Okay, no problem in that, but conceptual now intellectual structure collaboration network is something that you can actually do in case of WOSWare. Now, what you cannot do in WOSWare is country collaboration map. That you cannot do in the WOSWare. I'll show you. Now you can see country collaboration map. Let me show you the paper in which we have used this particularly country collaboration map. Now we have to wait for some time in this case. So in case of country collaboration map, now this particularly it will show you the world map. Okay, world map and show you how it has been interlinked with each other. It will show the particularly how which countries are interlinked with each other. This shows the country collaboration world map. So this is how the bibliometric analysis is done. Okay, now let me show you some of the samples in which we have used. Till then it will be loaded over here. Let me show you the sample. Is it visible? Hello.
Yeah, it is visible.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now you can see this is the topic, bibliometric analysis of real-time PCR-based pathogen detection in plant protection research. You can see how we have used in this particularly in order to understand which kind of for plant protection, which type of research is being used. It has been used. So here what we have done, we have used the dimension data. Okay, we have used the dimension data. Now let us see the search query that we have used. So here again, I have shown you already in the slide, real-time and plant pathogen detection. This is the once we have no language restriction, we have put then invalid documents were removed, and then once it has been exported, the analysis was done in WOS viewer. All so here we can see data extraction. Once we have so these are the top 20 sources from where the so it was been published during the study period. So you can see the documents, highest number of documents. Again, it has been kept. So highest number of documents was found in case of PLOS one. Then citation was highest, and again citation per paper we have found out. Citation per paper means citation divided by number of documents. Similarly, these are the top 20 sources. Okay. Similarly, this was the Sankey graph again. Okay, it was not analyzed in R, of course. We have used a free software to make this Sankey graph in order to know the country and publication year. So Brazil, then again 2012, there was total of 5 papers that was published. So you can see here number of flow of, right? So this particularly it was published from Japan, then Spain and Brazil. All right. So again, this is your this is the sources. Okay, PLOS one, plant disease, frontiers in microbiology. This is the network analysis map of sources. Then analysis of co-authorship, co-authors. Okay, so this is the world map. World map, again, we have not done this particularly in R. Okay, we have used the free software for conducting the research. This is the collaboration of world. Okay, it is a top 10 countries with highest citations. Okay, this is the network visualization map of co-authorship countries. So China, United States has stopped in that case. So this is one topic that we have done the research. Again, this is the co-authorship authors. You can see that a good network map was found for authors particularly. Next, let us see one more topic. One was trends in invasive insect pest research. Invasive insect means the alien insects, just like we can say, but that was not found actually particularly in that region, but it has come from other countries or because of any other reasons, because of climate change and all. So we have framed some kind of you can say researchable questions, and then we have analyzed. Again, we have used the dimension data over here in which we have found out the growth. So this is how the year-wise trend analysis, number of publication, then cumulative number, then again result and discussion. We have found out the intellectual structure, number of publication and number of citations per year. Okay, then network map for the authors. You can see here easily you can make a particularly you can try to first of all. So how many clusters are there over here? Can anyone tell me? Count and tell me total of how many clusters has been formed over here.
7.
So you have to, the main point over here is you have to write down how many clusters have been formed, and even you can explain that in each cluster how many countries. That will also give you an insight of which type of countries are actually collaborating with each other. Okay, Now you can see here, again the same thing, right? As I was telling, sometimes the reviewers ask for the full, you can say here we have edited. Here it was not written as University of Florida, but we have added it, because sometimes it may happen the viewers we are going to take the data from the Excel sheet itself. So maybe the full name is not written. So in that case, you can just edit it. All right. So again here, organizational cooperation, co-authorship network. So you can see here, United States. Again, it is having, again it is on the number of documents only. Okay. Then here, based on sources. Sources means the paper, the research journals. The top 20 journal based on the total citations. Okay. So PLOS ONE is having the highest number of citations. So this is how keywords, all these. Okay. One more topic, let me I want to focus on this, because this particularly, you can see the topic non-dairy prebiotics. Okay, now this is particularly it is a kind of a review only, means it is a systematic review, but we have added a we can say spice of bibliometric analysis in this, and it was published in Food Research Journal. So you can see here it is a kind of a systematic review, but a small part has been, now this particularly bibliometric analysis will give you an overview what kind of research is taking place in the world. Okay, so trends in publication under non-dairy prebiotics, the network analysis. You can see here this particularly analysis we have found it in the dimension itself. I have used again the dimension data. You can see, so this is the theme. Okay, so this is the sustainable development goal in which the research has been formed, like on the SDG 3, good health and well-being, 7 papers was published, 0 hunger, 6, because nowadays we are focusing more on sustainable development goals, right? So this is a number of publication trends in publications, we can say, based on year. So as the increasing number, the publications are also increasing. This is the, so you can, I'm just elaborating it. Yeah. Yes, so you can see there are 3 clusters on the for the countries. Similarly, these are the researchers, research collaborations. So you can see the whole paper is related to the systematic review, or you can see the meta-analysis, but a small part has been kept for bibliometric analysis, just to understand what kind of analysis or research is taking place on that particular prebiotics or probiotics term. Okay, that particular theme around the world. One more paper, let me show you, groundwater access and its management. All right, so here also again we have taken the data from dimensions. So let us directly go to the, so you can see this is the theme. So earth sciences is the theme of earth sciences is having the highest number of publications, and then these are the number of publication on SDG themes. Again, number of publication per year, this is the growth, then top 15 author. So this is how we do. Same thing you also do in your meta-analysis or systematic review. But the thing is, in this case, particularly, you need not read each and every 2000 number of papers. Okay, so top 15 author analysis, all these things we have got from the Excel sheet that we have downloaded, right? So you can see co-authorship analysis of the authors, and then this is for the countries. Citation analysis, again we have done the citation analysis, in which this was for the citation of the organization. Similarly, this is again water is the center, water journal, we are talking about the water journal. Then visualization map for the citation analysis of the sources, and this is how we have written the paper on particularly water management. Let us see whether it has been downloaded. Yeah, you can see this is the country's collaboration world map. This is how the world map looks like based on, so what is the, so you can see here, you can just go now here, you can see method of parameters. Now you can just download from here. So this is how the world is collaborating on this topic, on the particularly bibliometric analysis topic. This is the country's collaboration world map. Okay. Similarly, you can just save it as a report also, or else you can just as side by side, you can download it also. Okay, so you can go different types of, you can just explore it. So I have used already the sample data. You can try using the sample data. Now thematic map also, you can see here, thematic map. So here bibliometric study, bibliometric analysis. So this is a thematic map, thematic evaluation. So similarly, you can do the thematic evaluation also. So this is a sample data that I am using. You can try using the sample data. You will try to read, you'll try to understand, or else you can just go to the WOS viewer and you can download this WOS viewer. It's free of cost, or else you can just go to R. Then you can see here, as I have told, library bibliometrics, include the bibliometrics, download it, then go to the Biblioshiny, just type the Biblioshiny. This page will be reflected. You can see this is the thematic evaluation. Again, the Sankey graph has been formed over here. All right. So how it has in 1985 to 2017, what was the theme that was been used in 2018 to 2020? What was the theme? Okay. Then this is your Biblioshiny. All right. So again, as I am telling, I will just repeat it. You can use a sample collection for now, or else you can import the raw files. And just you can upload it. Once it has been uploaded, you can go side by side, you can go one by one, all the data and all the analysis, and then you can just download it. Okay, you can just go to this particular sign of download, exporting, and you can download it. All right. So this is your bibliometric analysis, how it has been done in R. For this, as I have told, you do not require the coding knowledge in R. Just you need to download RStudio and then include the bibliometrics, and then you can just go to the Biblioshiny and you can do the analysis. All right. Okay. So any doubt or query? So this is all about today's lecture on bibliometric analysis.
Yeah, thank you so much, Priyanka, for wonderful and informative session. Actually, I think for me also it is very so many things are new. So
Yes, sir.
thank you again for excellent lecture. So just one by one, you can raise your hand and you can ask your queries to Dr. Priyanka. Yeah,
Thank you.
please, one by one.
May I?
Day-3.
Yeah. Priyanka, that was an excellent presentation, as sir has said. My only doubt was when I tried to upload the data, just like the error you got, right? I had I get that error every time. What is the cause of it, and how can I resolve it while using Biblioshiny? While using R.
No, actually that particular data, let me just show you. I will share my screen again.
Because
Actually
you
that,
tried to upload that, even you got an error, so then you use the sample file.
no,
right?
I will upload the data that I have just downloaded from Scopus. You'll
Yeah,
not get the
please.
data. Actually, that time I was uploading the data that I have already downloaded way back. So that has shown the error. But once you have downloaded, there will be no problem in uploading. Okay. So once you go to Scopus, let me just browse. This is the data that I have uploaded, but it was showing error. So no problem in that. You can just, sometimes it happens because of internet also, there is a problem in uploading. So go to the, just now I have downloaded this data. Okay. You can see just this particular data I have downloaded during the session itself. Okay. As I was telling, that particular data I have downloaded way back. It's good that you have asked this particular question. So I can show you this particular uploading of data. So you can see there are some information that had been shown as excellent. Means the Scopus database can give you the information of abstract, affiliation, author, cited reference, and all those. There are some particular data or a particular topic like corresponding author, keywords also it is poor. Maybe that particular topic is some part, because you won't be getting everything in Scopus, right? So some part will be missing, so that will be shown as poor. Okay, you need not do that particular analysis in that case. Number of cited reference is completely missing, no problem in that also. Whatever data you have, you can just proceed with that only. Okay.
Okay.
So, that
can I combine data from Scopus as well as from Web of Science as well as from dimensionality and then do, or is it I have to do only one after the other?
See, I will suggest not to combine, but sometimes it may happen that you are not getting good results, because when you are combining, there is a chance of double counting, because dimension also will give you the same result and Scopus also will give you the same result. So it will be very difficult for you to segregate. So it's better to use one source only. Either dimension you can use. See, I'm not focusing mostly on using the dimension. Why? Because I have used and I have found that it is not a very reliable source. But I'm not saying that you cannot do the bibliometric analysis, because we don't have the institutional access. That's the problem with us, right? So
Yes,
we don't have the institutional access of Scooper. So that doesn't mean you cannot write the bibliometric analysis paper. So you can use a dimension data, but for that you have to increase your exposure or increase your dimensions to analyze the data. You cannot just rely on VOS viewer or R for analyzing the data. There are different things you can do on H index, you can do on citations, you can do many analysis using this particular data that you have got from dimensions. But for that you have to do in-depth analysis, or else you can go for, like, you can read more on this topic, how to use the dimension data for particularly bibliometric analysis.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Benjamin.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Ma'am, I
evening.
just want to ask one question. Like, what is the difference between these two, like meta-analysis and bibliometric analysis? Is there any difference between these two?
Yes, of course. See, what happens is bibliometric analysis is an overview. Okay, it will give you an overview of what kind of research is going on that particular theme, or else what kind of institutions are collaborating with each other. Okay, what kind of organizations are collaborating, what kind of funding is, which organization is funding on this particular theme and all. Okay, that is we use a bibliographic data. But when we go for meta-analysis, we use particularly, we read the whole length paper, we use the data that is a part of result of that particular paper, and then we write the meta-analysis, right? That we do, isn't it? So in that case, we particularly go for extensive. It's a kind of extensive or critical evaluation, you can say. Critically, you read that paper and try to evaluate what kind of research has been done and what results has been found on that particular theme. So there's a difference on both of the topic. Okay, bibliometric analysis will give you an overview. I'll suggest, like, whenever you are writing, suppose if anyone is from masters, is doing the master or going for masters or PhD, you must go for, first of all, bibliometric analysis. Okay, now this will give you an overview. It will give you a good kind of results. What kind of research means, it will help you in understanding your problem. Okay, once you've understood, then you can go for meta-analysis. All right.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Rangnick ji.
Yes. Good evening, Dr. Priyanka.
Good evening, sir.
Very nice presentation. I just want to ask you regarding the papers that you have presented nicely, the problems and all the things. What should be the exclusion inclusion criteria? Could you please explain?
Okay. Yeah, exclusion inclusion criteria means, suppose, like, you suppose whatever the theme of the study is there. So
I
you
understand, ma'am. I'm just asking what should be the inclusion or whenever I am writing paper. Okay, so what are the points I should consider so that that should be include, or what? So it means, suppose 50,000 papers are there. I'm not going to take 50,000 papers or 5 lakh papers. Out of 5 lakh papers, I'm taking 15,000. Why should I? Why I'm not taking 4 lakh 50,000? I'm excluding. That's what I need to know.
Yes, see, inclusion exclusion criteria. First of all, you have to understand the theme, on which theme you want to write. Okay, then you can go for the, mainly whatever the data you are going to get, that will be seen from your search engine. Search engine will give you an idea whether what has to be included in the search engine. Now in search engine also we can include, like, we can have you can talk to the experts and get the keywords. These keywords are important. Now sometimes it may happen that when you're going for sustainable development, you may not include the food security in that case, but sustainable development includes the food security, right? So that is your inclusion and exclusion criteria. So for that case, you have to understand the theme on which actually you're going. If you're going for food security or nutritional security, then you have to exclude the clean water, SDG 3, SDG 4, all those things you have to exclude. So for that, you have to read. Now, when you get extension, like we have got 56,000 of papers, you cannot go one by one. For that, we have to refine our search engine itself. In the search engine only, you will get the exclusion and inclusion criteria, what we can think of. First, for that, you have to understand the theme of the study.
Thank you.
Yes, sure. You can get the mail ID. I'll share the PPT also.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, I should thank you for such a nice presentation. I could not understand how you took the data from Scopus.
Okay.
So I would like if you can share that slide and just give me.
Yeah, tomorrow we will share these slides and the YouTube link also, because it is not possible to share overall process. So we will share all these things with all of participants. Don't worry.
Okay. One more thing. I downloaded this R, but it was showing error. I am having Windows 8.1, but it was not. It's
So
opening.
you have to install. Yeah.
Yeah, for that we are having from the day after tomorrow, we are having 3 days session also. So no need of worry for that also.
Okay. One more question, Priyanka ma'am, because basically I'm from physics, so I would like to know how it is going to be helpful for our experimental studies and experimental data. How we can use this R software there.
Exactly. You cannot use for experimental data, but yes, suppose just give me some keywords for related to physics, like quantum physics, right? So quantum physics, when you talk about quantum physics, when you search on Scopus quantum physics, you will get plenty of information and plenty of data related to this. But maybe there is some particular theme that you want to read on. Okay, you want to understand on, right? So that particular you can go for that is your bibliometric analysis. But exactly experiment data you cannot, you won't be finding because you are not going to read all the thousands of papers, right?
Yeah.
So yes, so bibliometric analysis, do not get confused between bibliometric analysis and meta-analysis or other types of review that we do. Okay. Bibliometric analysis is completely different. All right. So it's completely different from that. Okay. So once if at all you are facing any problem, like you told that you are not able to understand the downloading of data, sir will be sending the links. Okay. Otherwise, if you want, I'll be sending the YouTube links also. In this, you will get a detailed detailed overview. Okay, how to actually download, but still you need to have access of Scopus.
Okay.
Scopus
So
data.
can you provide your email also?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Last question from Abha Goelji.
Wish you very good evening, ma'am, and thank you so much for this nice session. Ma'am, I am also working on this bibliometric analysis. This is one of my objective in my research. Ma'am, I want to ask, especially what I have to do in my bibliometric analysis. I have to do bibliometric analysis of some available uh, some topic on statistical models. I'm agricultural statistics student, and I have to do bibliometric analysis of some price forecasting statistical and machine learning models on price and for price forecasting. So how many models are used before today? How many statistical and machine learning models are developed and studied for price forecasting? I have to analyze this thing. So how can I analyze this thing? Methods.
Okay.
Means what models, what
You
methods.
have given me some kind of keywords right now. Price forecasting. Then, first of all, price forecasting is a very, very broad topic, right? It's a very broad topic. You have to, I will suggest you to prepare a questionnaire first of all. Okay. Because it's a part of your objective, isn't it? Research objective. So I will suggest you prepare a questionnaire. Take opinion of the expert on framing your search engine. Whatever the search keywords will be there, because search keyword will definitely affect your results. All right, it's very important to understand the search keywords. All right, so like price forecasting, you have taken like 10 experts from agriculture statistics, or else you can take from economics. So those who are expert in particularly price forecasting models. Now once you have put the keywords, go for and or combination. Okay, inclusion, exclusion, and or combination, and then you can find out in that, particularly if you see thematic evolution, I have shown in the R. Okay, I'll suggest in that case you use R. That will give you good
Yes, ma'am.
results.
I will use only. Yeah, I will use R only, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
in that you will definitely find out how the themes, because whatever the results you're going to get, you will get in the keyword analysis. And keyword analysis you won't be able to do using the dimension data. You have to use the Scopus data only. So try to search for, if you have Scopus access, no problem. If you do not have, then search for some organizations that have the Scopus access. You can say, okay, so in that, when you go for thematic evaluation or keyword analysis, you will get your result. You'll get your purpose. What kind of means that keywords will give you the idea what kind of models was used with time, how it has evolved. Earlier, what kind of model was used, ARIMA, time series, whatever the models are being used,
Yes, ma'am.
how it has evolved with time. Okay, in the keyword analysis, I think you will get in the keyword analysis itself. Okay, but for that you should use R only. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
but
Okay,
One more
on the
question,
keyword.
ma'am.
try to learn how much you can grab. So thank you very much for all.
Okay, thank you, organizers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for very nice informative session. Thank you, participant. Have a
Thank you, everyone.
nice evening. Thank you.
Thanks to all of
Thank
you.
you.
Nice to end.
Thank you, sir.